Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's Mounts. What are the gaming drag today? I'm coming right back at you to another Let's Play episode of Rain Check. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Where could I have possibly misplaced it? My ears flatten. I must have dropped it when I was getting on the elevator. That's the only explanation. My whole body tenses up, and I immediately feel a sharp discomfort coming from my stomach. There's a really high chance that it's gone now, huh? But I still need to try. Maybe someone brought it to the counter, or it's still there. Without thinking, I rip the charging cable from my phone, pocket it, and run straight out of the room to the elevators. Where could it be? The only thing my eye catches is on the wet floor sign placed a couple of feet away from where I had my collision earlier. My mind is racing and I'm starting to sweat. I take a couple of deep breaths to calm myself. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I think about what I should do next, but my mind goes blank. If anyone found my wallet was kind enough to return it, I'd probably be at the front desk. It's my only option left, but what if... Hey, it's me from earlier. Huh? I turn around and see the same large wolf from before motioning towards me. Are you looking for this? The wolf rummages through his pockets and extends his broad right arm out to me, holding something in his large paw. I'm beyond relieved and can't help but grin like an idiot. Hey, it's my wallet! Where did you find it? Over there. He points to the ground by the elevators, and it becomes clear to me that I must have dropped it when I was rudely bumped into. Here you go. Just make sure you don't lose it again. I let out a nervous laugh and nod back at the wolf. Well, thank you so much, I stand there, blanking out as I don't even know his name. Rue. Thank you, Rue. You basically saved my life. The wolf shakes his head dismissively. Don't mention it, although your wallet might have some bite marks on it. What? Why? Some psycho tried to swallow your wallet when I told him it wasn't theirs. Almost got coffee thrown at me, too. Rue lets out a small chuckle. Thankfully, his aim was shit. My jaw nearly hits the floor as I process everything the wolf is telling me. This really happened? That's insane! They might have been on something now that I think about it. My eyes grow wide, and I'm left just staring at Rue, speechless. So how'd you get it back then? Don't worry about the small details. What? I'm not sure if I should be worried. He pulls out his phone, seemingly checking it before returning his attention to me. Anyway, careful not to lose it next time. Take care. Oh, okay. Thank you again. Rue smiles at me and gives me a nod before promptly walking away. Hey, wait! He stops and turns around. Yes? I don't know why I blurted that out, but it feels wrong to have him leave without repaying him. Hey, did you want to grab something to drink or something? It's on me. I mean, I just want to pay you back for returning my wallet. It's the least I can do. It's fine. I'm running on a tight schedule right now anyway, so maybe if we meet again. Oh, okay. Thanks again, Rue. The wolf waves goodbye to me one last time and disappears down the lobby. Oh, that's good. I close the door and walk towards my bed, taking a look through my wallet. I let out a big sigh of relief when I see my convention ticket and other IDs safely tucked inside. So he hadn't gone through my wallet after all, at least from what I can tell. With all that out of the way, the adrenaline starts to wear off. I'm glad everything's back to normal. Phew! I lay down, closing my eyes as I take a moment to relax. Checking the time on my phone, I realize I've got an hour before the public opening. Perfect, I can explore around. Learning my lesson, I secure my wallet and tuck my phone and keycard into my other pocket. Just as I'm about to head out, I remember the brochure. Swiftly retrieving my jacket, I'm finally ready to go. I never really liked traveling, but I'm hoping to change that this week. I take out the brochure and glance over it. The lobby, gardens, restaurant, pool, terrace, and casino are all highlighted. Maybe I'll skip the less appealing spots, knowing time's limited. I'll start at the lobby since I'm already there, and then head to the gardens. Let's see where the day leads. Around me, the lobby's corners are graced with sleek sofas, each circled by some fancy kiosk. I notice someone by a kiosk off in the distance. It starts moving, maybe scanning? Pretty neat. The curiosity piqued, I find an empty one on the far side. As I approach, thinking of giving it a try, a robotic voice suddenly springs from the kiosk. Hello. I stare at the screen illuminated in bright blue. Several apps lit up and display the main menu. Hi. There's some hesitation in my voice, as I don't see any obvious microphone near the machine for me to speak into. Now that I'm closer up, I notice the display is a large reflective LED panel of some sorts. This lobby is already so bright from the white marble everywhere, and now the panel is trying to blind me too. How may I assist you today? What can I do? What can you do? I can perform various functions. I can play music, display local traffic, show the latest news. I honestly didn't expect the kiosk to speak this coherently. The voice recognition is also impressive. I haven't noticed any issues with interpreting my speech as of yet. The machine continues to list off various other features, but I pick up on the word scan biometrics at the end. What exactly is scan biometrics? The entire body is scanned with infrared light, UV light, and proprietary technology by Nodal Visions. I am able to give readings on your heart rate, stress levels, brain activity, and general health diagnostics. Scan is roughly 99.9999% accurate and has been used in hospitals to aid physicians. Please note, it is still currently under development in order to improve efficacy. Please also keep in mind that such functionality should not be a substitute for seeking medical attention or advice. There's no way a flimsy, oversized monitor could give such detailed readings, right? But then again, I haven't been in the loop for a while. Still, I'm rather curious to see what this robot has to tell me. Here goes nothing. Could you give me a reading? Certainly. Please remain completely still as I perform a general scan. The kiosk moves and tilts back on its own and actually catches me by surprise. I didn't notice until now, but there are 5 tiny cameras on the top of the screen that all seem to be powered on. I remain completely still while looking at the machine with a mix of fascination and awe. Though I'm not sure what to expect because it seems like nothing is happening at all. Several of the cameras start glowing a deep blue and disappears as soon as it comes. This might be the UV light the kiosk mentioned. The screen on the machine flashes a faint green. I can hear a faint whirring sound coming from the kiosk before it silences itself. I've never really had a medical checkup like this before in my life. Having it performed by a machine makes me somewhat nervous for some reason. Biometric scan complete. That was fast. Barely even took more than a minute. A large part of me is curious to know what the results are, but at the same time, I'm nervous to hear any bad news. General health diagnostics. Fair. Heart and brain functions are substantial. Stress levels are high but decreasing. Please continue to monitor fat levels. It is recommended to get at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day to maintain a healthy body and lose weight, as your body fat concentration is above average for your species. Report finished. What? Did you just call me fat? Negative. What do you mean monitor fat levels? The screen suddenly turns off and I stare in disbelief. Hey! I tap on the screen but it refuses to turn on. Well then, that was something. I've heard of Nodal Vision before, but I didn't know they made technology like this. I'm not too keen on exploring the rest of the lobby after this. I guess I could check out the gardens now. From what I read, the garden is one of the main attractions of the hotel that everyone has to check out at least once. I still can't believe they have plants from all over the world. At least that's what I read anyway. I walk past the registration desk and the elevators towards a long and wide hallway with a large ceiling overhead. Fortunately, I don't wander around for long. A sign points to the direction of the garden down the hall. 2 large glass doors lead directly outside. This looks promising. The garden, bursting with an abundance of flowers and plants in its planters, rivals the size of the main lobby. It's clear why they call this place the Flower Meadows of the Nation. Stepping in, the air changes. Warmer and damper, just like a rainforest. Above me, rain falling on a huge glass dome, maybe 2 or 3 floors up. I was going to check the outside section, but not in this weather. Instead, I decide to trek around a small maze present in the center. As I walk around, I walk into a family admiring some flowers along the way. Huh, how nostalgic. Seeing this family lost in the beauty of these flowers takes me back. It's like a bridge to my own past, to the days at the garden center with my parents. Orchids scattered throughout draw my attention. Dad's preferred flowers. His presence feels almost tangible among them. His passing changed everything. The garden center became abandoned because of it, and Mom, she's so different now. Always worried and anxious over everything. This music's really good. I've gotten used to living without him, but recently life has been making his loss feel sharper than ever. Mom becoming so aggressive to me lately, I just needed a break from home. This garden reminds me of the simpler times. I could stand here all day. I really shouldn't be ruminating like this. I'm on vacation. I should be enjoying myself. Hi, excuse me. Huh? I turn around to find a meek-looking reindeer standing next to me, gazing over some flowers in front of us. Wow, he looks completely different than the other model. He's a lot shorter than me, with most of his height coming from his antlers. He stops and turns to look at me. Do you know what kind of flowers those are? The ones in the back there. He points to the patch of flowers that I had spotted a bit earlier. Oh, those are orchids. Orchids, huh? Cool. He pulls out a phone from his pocket, snaps some photos of the orchids. Oh, what about these? There's a patch of brightly colored flowers off in the distance that the reindeer's pointing at. Excuse me. I think those are dahlias. Neat. The reindeer's back to aggressively taking photos. I admire his enthusiasm. Hey, how do you know so much about these flowers anyway? Are you some kind of gardener? Let me guess, you work here. No, I don't work here. I don't really know that much, honestly. I just picked it up as a kid. Nah, no way. You definitely know way more than the people I tried asking earlier. Not knowing how to continue the conversation, I give him a nod and decide to walk over to another part of the garden. Hey, Mr. Gardener, I need your assistance. It's an emergency. What? Please, I want to be the shot next to these tall flowers. He points over to a patch of what I could only guess to be the delphiniums. Here. He walks over and hands me his phone with the camera already switched on. Okay, sure. The reindeer strikes one of those cool model-like poses and grins at me. I point the phone at him and take a couple of photos. There we go. I hope that'll do. He hops over and takes his phone back, carefully examining the photos I took. Generous angle, strong composition, yes. The height from where these photos were taken from are perfect. Yes, these are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, you should be a photographer, Mr. Gardener photographer. I'll definitely be using these for my magazine catalog. Oh, you have a magazine catalog? Yep, that's right. Well, actually, it's my dad's, but I've been helping him run it for the past year now. It's got nature, city architecture, landscapes, you name it. Gotta make the big bucks somehow. Here, take one of my business cards. He rummages through one of his hoodie pockets and fishes out a sleek, white-looking cardstock. He hands it over to me, and I take a quick glance at it before quickly pocketing it away. David Lurik's Nodal Magazines. Wait, Nodal Magazines? Don't tell me your dad's Nodal Lurik's. The one and only! He puffs out his chest as he says that. You know, I was supposed to be supervising some setup at the convention hall, but I got bored. I'm not that interested in all this technology stuff, so I decided to come by and take some photos. What are the chances that I bump into someone like him out of all places? Speaking of which, though, I should probably get back to the convention hall. They don't know that I'm gone. Bye for now. Oh, that's right. I didn't get your name, Mr. Gardener photographer. It's Theodore. Well, thanks again for your wisdom and help, Theodore. Hey, you know what? Come by my dad's keynote later this week if you're still around and show them that business card. They'll know what to do. Bye now. Wait, what will they do? Well, looks like I got something to look forward to later this week. I can't really say I expected that, but I guess I technically met a celebrity. Interesting little guy. I wander around the garden, eyes barely skimming the plants and flowers. Feels surreal that I finally have time for myself. No more job hunting, no more nagging mom, no more anything. Just a week to myself. This is therapeutic. I leave the tranquility of the garden, making my way back to the lobby. The humid air in the garden had started to lull me into drowsiness, so the cool air of the lobby serves as a welcome wake-up call. I still have some time to kill. Maybe I'll check out that restaurant I saw. I flip open the brochure once more, scanning until I spot the escapade. The photo shows a pianist and cellist playing in the corner, underneath a bright linear row of pendant lights hanging from the ceiling. Pretty fancy. I don't feel hungry at the moment, but even if I did, a place this posh wouldn't be my first pick for a meal. Still, I wouldn't mind taking a look around, snapping a few pictures to show off later. Why not? I'll go check it out. Alright, y'all. I'm going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for what I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Teresm Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits and get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5, alrighty? I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!